report writing skills. Before I start, I would like to briefly introduce myself. I am Mohammad Saghir. I am working as an independent consultant. I have got two master degrees, one in commerce and the other in political science. I am working in the development sector since 1984. During this period, I have been working with USAID, United Nations World Food Programme, Catholic Relief Services, and UNDP. And while working with these organizations, these are all international development and humanitarian organizations, my major responsibility was project design, project implementation, monitoring, and project management, in addition to staff management. And presently, I am working as an independent consultant since 2008. The major services those I rendered are related to online classes, and I'm pleased to let you know that I'm teaching online classes to the student of AIU for the last more than 1.5 years. And I have been conducting monitoring and evaluations for national as well as international organizations. I conducted participatory poverty appraisals in rural areas of Pakistan, and also research covering qualitative and quantitative aspects. I have been working with the community at, at the rural areas. As a consultant, and I rendered my services related to disaster risk management plan. As a team lead, with the help of team, we created a 5 years disaster risk management plan, and that was approved by the government, and the required resources were allocated. Simultaneously, the standard operating procedures were created and the staff was trained. Before conducting trainings, I have carried out series of training need assessment, and in line with uh, the need assessments, developed training material, presentations, and major training topics were business planning, report writing skills, training of trainers, financial management, gender, project management, monitoring evaluation, as I said, disaster risk management. And now I come to the objective of today's class. This is to enhance academic knowledge as well as skills of AIU students related to during this class. I'm going to cover. First, I will review the last class, which was held in December, and then I'll present major terms and related to communication and report writing, and communicating with people from different cultures. What is interpersonal skills, type of interpersonal skills, ways to approach challenging conversation. This is very much important, that is needed at any place in daily work life, at workplace, any place. That situation may arise and you need to resolve that situation. We will discuss about that. What is a reporting system, and what is the purpose of reporting system? Also, we will talk about components of reporting system and what is good reporting system. After discussing the systems, reporting system, we will talk about what are the reporting tools, and What is the criteria for choosing the right reporting tool? And then we will talk about document management system and why it is important. And briefly, we'll talk about how technology helps in report writing and application of artificial intelligence in report writing. In fact, I'll cover this very briefly, and I would suggest you all to get research and get some more training on this so that you are clear how to use it, and so your work is enhanced. And simultaneously, we will say that there are some tech issues, those are related to technology. And at the end, we will cover the importance of communication. As far as the review of last class is concerned, in last class, we mostly talked about business communication and its types, intercommunication within the organization, how can we have effective meetings, and we discussed the details about that so that we can achieve the agenda of the meeting. What is successful communication strategy, and what is communication gap, types of communication skills and ways to improve them, elements of communication skills, principles of report writing system. Basically, we talked that it should be very simple and easy so that your audience can understand it. And the process and report writing, challenges of report writing, mostly the challenges related to getting the relevant and uh, precise information from a reliable source. All the information must be collected uh, that is reliable. Sometimes it becomes a challenge. And what are the characteristics and principles of report writing, role and importance of reports in organization? Because in the organization, when we talk about the report, these are mostly uh, related to the progress in any case, or for decision making, informed decision making especially. So that was a brief review of the last class. And as far as the structure of today's class is concerned, I'll make the presentation as per the learning objectives, and I'll ask in between questions from you, and please write down your answer in comment in chat. And at the end of the class, we will have open question answer session. So we will get an opportunity to ask questions and get their answers. And to sum up, we'll talk about key takeaways and the closing remarks at the end of the class. Let's start with the major terms of communication and report. These are some of the major terms, those normally or very frequently are used when we talk about communication and report writing. A receiver, media, emotion, digital signals, symbols, networking, gesture, icon, body language, social media, transmission, literature, speech, comments, conversation, topic, proofreading, expression, contents, proposal, and data. In last two classes, I also talked about the major terms, and these are some of the additional terms. Those are used in the communication and report writing. So just to have an orientation, what is communication? In fact, communication is the process of sharing or exchanging information between two or more people in the form of verbal, non-verbal, written, or visual. All these types comes under communication, may it be verbal, non-verbal, written, or visual. The communication process is completed when a message is delivered, received, and understood. The emphasis is on the understanding of the message. If it is not understood, then we say the process of communication is not completed. So in that case, we need to get the clarification again and again until unless we understand the message, because that is further related to decision making. If it is not understood properly, then the wrong decisions will be made. So it is very much important to understand the message. And if it is not, then one must get the clarification of the message instead of having some assumptions, because based on the assumptions, the decisions cannot be taken rightly. Communication is the means of communication, connection, and process of creating and sharing ideas. You can share your ideas with others, information, views, facts, feelings from one place, person, or group to another. Its purpose is to develop understanding and to communicate meaning. And now, communicating with people from different cultures. If we take this example, we are from different cultures and we need to understand how to communicate in such uh, meetings, gatherings, or when we have chance to talk. So there are some points which we can talk about, but before talking all these points, we need to discuss briefly what is culture. We need to understand what is culture. Culture is the set of patterns of human activity within a society. Or social group, it is the shared belief, customs, traditions, and group of life from different areas, such as how they act, think, and behave based on their shared values, which makes them unique. It is how we understand symbols from language to hand gestures. To effectively communicate with people from different cultures, we need to learn about others' culture. That can be done through research, and we can get information about that. And respectful of other cultures and the differences. We should always respect the other's culture, and active listening is very much important. Adopting your communication style to their norms. using simple and clear language. It is valid in all cases, but we must emphasize it when we talk in different cultures. Patience and flexibility, overcoming language barrier. There could be different language barriers, and we need to overcome them. And we should not use any slang while talking. And we must learn other non-verbal cues because culture to culture, the non-verbal communication, the understanding, or the cues are different. So we need to understand them. For instance, in a society, uh, a man cannot shake hand with women in social setup, but whereas in other there is no harm. So these are basically very small things but matter a lot, and we must demonstrate empathy. And what is interpersonal skills? Interpersonal skills are the abilities and behaviors to efficiently communicate or interact well with other people. The skills that are essential for building and maintaining relationship in personal, social, and professional settings are uh, during communication, we must listen actively because if we do not listen actively, then we cannot understand, and the process will not be completed if it is not understood. And the information, any type of information, may it be verbal, non-verbal, or written, it should be conveyed very clearly so that the person on the other hand can understand easily. And we need to understand how to manage emotions, working collaboratively with others teams is very much necessary. Being empathetic, verbal and non-verbal communication skills, we need to get these skills, and we must build relationship, and we need to get the skills in order to resolve if there was any conflict, adaptability, and the problem solving approach. And now, briefly, the types of interpersonal skills. The interpersonal skills are highly valued because they foster healthy relationship, improve teamwork, and contribute effective communication. In aspect of life, these skills can be learned and developed with practice. The, the skills we are going to talk about that needs a lot of practice, and in that case, once we have these skills, then we can say that we have the right communication skills. That include verbal and non-verbal communication, written communication. In fact, when we say written communication, that must be precise and very simple and clear. And you must know your audience and the purpose of the report of the writing. Listening skills for better communication, you should be a good team player. You need to know how to work in a team, and empathy and reliability, and you must have negotiation skills that helps a lot in your professional in life. And you need to learn problem solving approach, how to solve the problem if at all there is during communication or in other case, and how to make decisions. For instance, if you are participating in a meeting and a decision is to be made, and how a decision could be made involving others. Mostly in meeting, we recommend that the decision must be made collectively, and the attitude matters, also the confidence. Whatever you have to say, that must be said with confidence. Here I break for the question from you. It says, without understanding message, the communication process is completed. I repeat, the question is, the statement is, without understanding message, the communication process is completed. Do you think it's true or false? Please write down your answers in chat box. Okay, let's see the right answer. It is false to say that without understanding message, the communication process is completed. That means the process of communication is completed once the message is understood. And we must emphasize on that. Okay, that's great. How can we approach challenging conversation? During your normal life or professional life or at workplace, you face challenging conversation. The art is how you approach in order to overcome that challenging conversation. And in order to understand what is challenging conversation is a dialogue where two people or group hold different or conflicting point of view. You see, in any case, your point of view or others' point of view could be different or conflicting on an issue, may it be an issue topic which might make all of them feel uncomfortable or emotional. So this is the situation you need to resolve it, and you have to have the skills to overcome all these challenges during conversation if it comes. Challenging conversation can be problematic, but approaching it by considering the following strategies can help to resolve the conflict. Now we are going to discuss the strategy. What are the strategies in order to overcome the challenging conversation? For that reason, you must have with you the facts, proper information, and you must choose the right time and place for resolving that type of conversation. And even in the During the discussion, you must listen actively, and you should not blame other person you, during your communication. And you should focus on the facts, because sometimes we ignore the fact and we talk and discuss other things and we leave the fact, and we should focus on the fact so that is addressed and the problem is resolved. Be honest and empathetic, and you should be always open to compromise. No one should be very rigid that I am right, but once you have or the other person have the facts, and you can make a compromise considering all these facts. And the most important thing in this type of conversation is that you need to remain stay calm, and you should manage your emotions. Focus on issues, not the person. That means that it is not the matter of person, it is a matter of opinion. You are having different opinion, and other has another opinion, no problem. But we should not blame the person. We should focus on the issue, and we should not attack personal, and we should avoid personal attacks or accusations. In order to resolve that conflicting situation or conversation, we need to seek resolution together. Encourage collaboration to find out the resolution. Be prepared for follow-up if needed. May it be in case the problem is not resolved in one setting, so you can have a follow-up on that so that the matter is resolved and there is no conflict. So these are basically some criteria for addressing a challenging conversation, and you can act according to the requirement or based on your experience accordingly. And now we'll talk about what is the reporting system. Primarily, reporting means mechanism to collect, process, store, and present data in the form of informative reports in line with defined requirements and objectives. You see, whenever we collect, process data, and store it and produce the report, there must be a requirement and the objective, and it should meet that. Reporting makes data accessible in simplified way for specific target groups for multiple use. The reporting system could be for different reasons. And in other words, it is a software or system that collects, organize, analyze, and presents data in form of report. When we talk about the collection of data, organizing data, analysis of data, the key point is that your source of data collection must be reliable, and reliable data will produce the right report, and the analysis will be as per the requirement. Otherwise, there will be no use of that system. The report enables informed decisions making within an organization by tracking performance, monitoring key metrics, and communicating information effectively. And the purpose of a reporting system, The purpose of reporting system is to have an organized mechanism and tools to collect, as we said earlier, organize, analyze, and present data in a structured and meaningful way. Because the reporting system allows individuals or organizations to have precise information for multiple purposes or to make informed decisions. Additionally, the purpose is to track progress against goals. You see, when you produce a report, and that could be a project progress report or individual's performance report, from that report, you can identify the problems and manage and communicate performance of progress. And that means you can take actions accordingly. The purpose of reporting system, the system can vary depending on the context, but the key objectives generally include monitoring and progress tracking. With the help of reporting system, you can monitor and track the progress. When we say the progress, that could be for of the resources. It could be plan. You are making progress according to that, or financial resources, human resources. Are we meeting the required objectives? So on. Facilitating decision makings. The reporting system helps in facilitation to make the decision. Transparency and accountability. Improving communication, that could be within the organization, outside the organization, with the stakeholders, and risk management. Once you identify the problem and you manage the risks, and that could be through a proper reporting system. Supporting strategic planning. And what are the components of reporting system? A reporting system consists of several interconnected components that work together to collect, process, and present data effectively. The key components are data collection, data storage, data analysis tool, report generation, data visualization. It could be um, graphs, tables, and the distribution mechanism, how that could be distributed or shared with others. Customization options as per your need. Users access and control, and feedback. How can someone give feedback on the reports? And there should be a mechanism of that, and it is part of the reporting system. Reporting schedule management. The reporting schedules, for instance, monthly progress report, quarterly, or for other reasons, there could be different other reports, and the schedule is managed so that the timely action and decision can be taken. And briefly, we'll discuss what is good reporting system. We have talked all these things, but what is a good system in terms of reporting? A good reporting system results in producing a report that can be clearly understood. The most important thing is that clear understanding. The information in research in report should be brief, complete, clear, simple. When we say brief, because at workplace you can have many reports to read, many documents to read, and make decisions. Therefore, in order to manage the time, the information and the report must be precise and brief clearly so that it is understood. As the result of good reporting system, proper planning and control can be ensured. The principles of good reporting system are as follows for getting maximum benefit of the good reporting system. Information flow from one staff member to other, and uh, from data collection, data storage and analysis, and producing the accurate information. Proper timing. The timing matters. As I said, if any report, or in case of, for instance, if we take an example of emergency report, if it is not submitted on time, you cannot address that emergency. So this is one example. The timing matters. Relevant information should be there in the report. There could be a lot of information, but what is your purpose? What are the objectives? Keeping in view all these purpose objectives, the information collectively should be collected according to that. Basis of comparison for making decision, having a different choices will help. The report should be clear, simple, and cost effective. For instance, if you are putting a lot of money on producing a reporting system or installing a reporting system, and where your budget does not meet that requirement, so you cannot afford it. So with the consultation of experts, you can have a cost effective system, and that must include visual reporting, and the data should be consistent and must be prepared according to the schedule. There are different tools related to it, related to the reporting. Reporting tools, also called software reporting tools, gather data from different sources, analyze it, and present the information in a clear and organized way to generate reports. These tools generate tables. With the help of tools, you can generate tables, graph, charts, and other visuals so you can easily understand trends and make informed decision based on that information. These tools are selected based on the requirements of an individual or organization. Now we are going to talk about the criteria for choosing the reporting tool. Be sure to consider your needs, budget, you must have budget for that, and the timeline. You should also get input from your team and try out the tool before making a decision, whether it is applicable or it is the right tool that you need, and then you make the decision. The following criteria can help for choosing the right reporting tool for your requirements. Performance, ease of use. Sometimes there are tools, those are very difficult, but in any case, you need to have an orientation or training how to use a tool. Customization, so that you can use as per your requirements. Speed of deployment, scale, scalability. For instance, if your organization is expanding, is that tool supporting the expansion? So this matter could also be kept in mind. Safety, your data safety is much important. So you must consider before deciding about the tool. Is your information or data is safe in that tool? Data analysis, data visualization, dash, dashboard, and we have already discussed about the cost. And what is document management system? A document management system is a software application to capture, track, and store electronic documents such as PDF, word processing files, and digital images and proper based content, paper based content, sorry. Document management system ensures proper document organization and security within and also can save time and money. If you have a good management system, that means you can save time and money because of the efficiency of the document management system. And now again, I have a question for you. Do you think knowing the culture of other people is necessary for effective communication? Is it true or false? I repeat, knowing the culture of other people is necessary for effective communication. What do you think about that? Is it true or false? Please write down your answers. In a while, I'll share the right answer with you. Here it goes. Great. It's true. Yes, knowing the culture of other people is necessary for effective communication, and we have discussed in detail why it is so. Importance of document management. Why document management is important? Because it allows for efficient organization, storage, and access to information, leading to improved productivity, reduced costs, enhanced collaboration, and simplified compliance with regulations. Effective document management is essential for the smooth operation of any organization by ensuring that all documentation is correctly organized, easily accessible, and up to date. An organization can save valuable time and resources. If you have a good document management system and sometimes you need the document, for instance, if we talk about the audit, for the sake of audit, if you have a good document management system with you, then you can produce the documents. Sometimes there is a legal requirement for producing the document. You have all the financial record with you, and it is organized in an organized and managed way. Then you can utilize it. The importance of document management includes increased efficiency, improved collaboration with your colleagues. You can share the documents, compliance with regulations, version control over a period of time. If you need to have different version or the required version is different, then you can update that system according to that, and you can retrieve efficiently the information, and you can share the documentation with your colleagues at workplace efficiently, compliance and risk management, data security that helps good management system, document management system, version control, space and cost saving. You know, technology helps in a lot in report writing because technology plays a significant role in improving the process of report writing by making it more professional, faster, improving efficiency, accuracy, quality, and reliability. You see, the reliability depends on whether what type of data you give as an input. It starts from there. So you must keep in mind for collecting the reliable data. Technology helps in report writing in the following ways: word processing tools, grammar and style checkers, data analysis and visualization, like we discussed about the graph presentations, collaboration tools, automation tools, cloud storage, reference management software, speech to text technology, research and information gathering, design and presentation tools, plagiarism detection tools, project management tools. With the help of technology, you can all get all these advantages. And briefly about artificial intelligence is a field of science concerned with building computers and machines that can reason, learn, act in such a way that would normally require human intelligence or that involves data whose scale exceeds what humans can analyze. In other words, artificial intelligence is the ability of machines to perform tasks that typically require human intelligence. AI uses technologies to enable computers to learn, reason, and solve problems. AI has revolutionized report writing by automating process, enhancing accuracy, and improving efficiency. Regarding AI, I would uh, request you all to explore further possibilities of learning so that you can take the advantage of AIU as per your requirements. That needs some mm, skills, trainings, and practice. There are some issues, those are related to uh, technology, I would say. Sometimes the initial setup cost is very high, and dependence on quality data. You cannot say that technology will help you to improve your data. No, the thing is that the type of data which you bring, that will be processed. Once we have the technology, then we over rely on the technology. Sometimes the security and privacy issues come up. Technical difficulties, as I said before, mm, starting, you should learn and get the practice and hands-on, and accessibility barriers are there, and you are overloaded with the information. For instance, if you have a topic and you need to make research on that, then you are overloaded with the uh, different type of information. Then you need to remain within the purpose of your writing, and that also leads to distract your writings. Formatting and consistency challenges may come up. So these are some of the challenges. Those need to be kept in mind and must be addressed while using any technology. And now at the end, as per class objectives, briefly, we will see what is the importance of communication. Communication is important in our daily life for expressing thoughts and feelings, connecting with others, sharing information, giving advice, teaching, and consulting. In all these, communication is very much important. And following are the key reasons why the communication is important. You can express your thoughts, share your ideas and feelings with others, and information sharing helps creating awareness and facilitating understanding. Awareness could be for any reason. Relationship building, yes, communication. Teamwork, yes, without communication, you cannot say that you are having it teamwork. Conflict resolution, when you talk, you can resolve the conflicts. Again, communication. Personal development, professional success. For professional success, uh, for instance, you need to have a good writing skills. This is one example. If you cannot produce good reports, then it is difficult for you to communicate. And it supports in decision making, enhance cultural understanding, and goals achievement. For achieving the goal, there must be a communication at the right time in a precise way that could be understood, leading to achieving the goals. Key takeaways during this class, we talked about communicating with people from different culture, why it is necessary to understand the other cultures, what is interpersonal skills and types, and how can we approach challenging conversations so that the conflict is resolved. Reporting system purpose, criteria for choosing right tool, how can we choose. We discussed different points on that. For instance, our requirements, the cost, and the efficiency, and the security, things like that. Why document management system is important, use of technology and issues of technology, and why communication is important in our daily life as well as in our professional life, because it leads to attain or achieve the objectives. Now